Shalom. Welcome to GMS Gals on the Streets. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Quadash, whom I worship. Double honor to the elder apostles, a great millstone who taught me this word in sincerity and in truth, and are still in the highways and byways doing the work of the Lord, even unto death. Salutations to all the Akim, both affiliated and not affiliated with GMS, but who speak and preach and believe in the spirit of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Quadash, like GMS. Salutations to you, Akim, and keep pushing forward. If you believe, keep pushing forward. Like Yahweh Shai said, and they that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. All right? So, I'm Elder Sakaran from the GMS New York camp, and back at you with another lesson. This is dealing with idols. The Heavenly Father has one of the Most High's greatest peeves, man, is idols. He hates them. He hates them because they're fake, they're false, they're created by men. But men, especially Israelite men, adore these things as if these things were able to save them from danger and from evil. You know, and this is one of the greatest reasons why the Heavenly Father destroyed us, man, as a people, because we gave in to all these idols and these false philosophies and doctrines and religions. Even to this day, our people swear by these idols, and especially that false image of who they call the Son of God is a white image, so-called white image, right? Of who they say is Jesus Christ. And we know, according to the scriptures, that's wrong, that's a lie. So I'm going to go into a little bit of the origin of that, which the elder apostle Gabar always goes into this. And you can check him out at GMS Walk and Talk 8 channel. And you know, you can type that in, look it up, and I'm sure you'll find various videos with him speaking on it. Now, you just seen the video of these stupefied heathens, people. Some of them were more than likely Israelites, carrying these images and idols, and they were falling. Some of them fell. Remember, some of them fell, hit dudes in the head, and the dude's like, "Oh my God, how can this happen?" You know, he's probably thinking in his mind, "Oh my God, God was mad with me," you know. And no, motherfucker, you dropped it. First of all, y'all holding up something that's phony and fake, created by men. Something that does not breathe, it does not smell, it does not see, does not touch, it does not feel anything, all right? It does not walk, and damn sure it can't, it does not walk. So that's why they were holding them up, to bring them to wherever the hell they were parading them to. All right, and this was the big deal in the ancient world, man. All right, the followers of Yahweh Shai were coming against dumbass Israelites that were taken by these idols, man. All right, give me a second. In the first verse, I'm gonna read fast, and it reads, "But thou, O Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, art gracious and true, long-suffering, and in mercy ordering all things. For if we sin, we are thine, knowing thy power, but we will not sin, knowing that we are counted thine. For to know thee is perfect righteousness. Yea, to know thy power is the root of immortality. For neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors and painters fruitless labor is going into the idols. In today's time, it's going to go into that. It's going to go into the, if you want to speak about devices, then it's going to go into, speaking about, in today's terms, would be the RFID microchip device that they want to implant into every single human being on the planet Earth, on the whole an entire globe. All right. And I just saw a video with the other Apostle Gabar going into it. Someone posed a question to him about what is that image that it speaks about in Revelation. You know, and he brought out that image was dealing with the New World Order. He brought out this one guy, was one Edomite dude called Terry Cook, and how back in the 80s he brought out that the RFID chip was the mark of the beast way back then, way back when. All right, so, but remember, brothers, that there's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that the heathens do, they borrowed from one another, and they regurgitated it and changed the name and recycled it, and many times over, and changed the names of their gods and this and that. But those phony gods are still the same. They just changed it up. All right. Like modern day Baal worship would be the Roman Catholic Church. All right. And that Caesar Borgia or Serapis Christus, which I'm gonna go into it, that's the new image of Baal today. All right. So if you're newly listening to this, and you're into those religions, especially the Roman Catholic religion, which is the worst religion that you could ever be in, get the hell out, and get the hell out now. All right? It is imperative for you to get the hell out now. If you want to stay in there, then fine, go ahead. But I'm letting you know that you are going to be destroyed by being in that religion. All right? And if you got your family tied in with that religion, your family too will be destroyed. Okay? It's serious. And there's nothing but idols in the Roman Catholic Church. All right? I know, because I grew up in that bullshit. And I thank Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakat Kodash, that he got me out of that bullshit. Okay? Because that's just what it is. Bullshit. Now, the main people that get into that are the so-called Puerto Ricans or the Latino people. Get into the whole Roman Catholic Church, but if you check it out, in their community, there's nothing but death, drugs, and mayhem happening in their community, man. They pray the rosary. I ain't never hear about someone praying the rosary and saying 18 Hail Marys and get saved when somebody's about to shoot a man in the street. I ain't never hear about angels flying down, man, and saving motherfuckers, man. All right, so you Puerto Ricans, man, y'all simple as hell. Get the hell away from those religions. Find out who you are and get back into the real, get back into the truth, man, right? Of knowing who you are and the ways of the Lord and our ways, man. And not only you Puerto Ricans, you other Latinos too. Get the hell away from these idols. Get the hell away from the Roman Catholic beliefs. Get the hell away from Christianity. Get the hell away from all these damn religions, man. These religions never did our people any damn good. And then nobody ever questioned that. Anyway, getting back to this. Wisdom of Solomon 15 and 4. For neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, which, like I said, in today's time, the mischievous invention of men, the white man, mainly from the white man, to deceive us would be that RFID chip, man. All right, but back here it was dealing with a straight up idol, made out of either stone or wood, and then they covered it with gold, silver, and bronze, and they try to make it look nice. For neither did the mischievous invention of men deceive us, nor an image spotted with diverse colors the painter's fruitless labor. Yeah, like today's image of Son of God, the so-called white image of the Son of God, which they called Jesus Christ. They painted him, they made him look nice, they painted him with gold. And especially the women of our people, man, especially Puerto Rican women, man, or Latino women. They see that because, you know, they're carnal. Women, period, are carnal, you know, by nature. They admire what they see on the outside, you know. So they can't get too deep. So they go crazy over that, man. So the Lord is coming to destroy these images, man. All right. And one of the most powerful images of today's time would be that image of the new image of Serapis Christus, but without the flower pot on his head. Today they call him Jesus Christ. And the people that worship Serapis Christus, they were known as Christians, man. And today the people who worship Caesar Borgia, what we call Caesar Borgia, or the Neo Serapis Christus, they're known as Christians today. Okay? And it says, the sight whereof enticeth fools to lust after it. Yes. All those that go into the Roman Catholic Church are fools. Anybody who believe in this bullshit, in these statues, are all fools. The people that you see in that video, while they were dropping those statues, they're fools. You hear the women, as if that was the Mosai, or as if that was Yahweh Shai falling. They were screaming and crying, man. You know, crazy, man. Sick people, man. The sight whereof entices fools to lust after it. So they desire the form of a dead image that hath no breath. Yes, Caesar Borgia, aka the Neo Serapis Christus. They have this image of Caesar Borgia, aka Serapis Christus, the Neo Serapis Christus, on a cross, nailed to the cross with blood coming down, and the crown of thorns on his head, and he's looking up. He's looking, you know. He got the long flowing blonde hair, dirty brown hair flowing, looking up into the heavens, you know. That's false. That never existed. That image, or even that person that they say was crucified, that never existed, man. What did exist was what you will know today as a so-called black man crucified on that cross. All right. He was of the tribe of Judah, of the nation of Israel. Today he will be classified as an African American or a black man, and they tortured and crucified him. All right, that's the real image. There's frescoes and icons to prove this. All right, but the main proof is in the scriptures. All right. Reading on. Verse 6. Both they that make them, they that desire them, and they that worship them are lovers of evil things. So the Roman Catholic Church is an evil thing and is filled with evil people. And the Lord is coming to destroy them all. Worshippers of Baal worshippers, Another name for Baal is Satan. Satan worshippers, man. And are worthy to have such things to trust upon. Yeah, because they stupid and wicked as hell. For the potter, tempering soft earth, fashioneth every vessel with much labor for our service. Yea, of the same clay he maketh both the vessels that serve for clean uses. Yeah, talking about like dishes, dishware, stuff like that, you know, to serve food in. And likewise also all such as serve to the contrary. But what is the use of either sort? The potter himself is the judge. And employing his labors lewdly, he maketh a vain god of the same clay. Even he which a little before was made of earth himself, and within a little while after returneth to the same. When his life which was lent him shall be demanded. Yeah, because the Most High, everybody has that day, you know, right? When the Lord calls your spirit back up. But these dumbass people that make these idols, they don't consider that, man. Notwithstanding, his care is not that he shall have much labor, nor that his life is short, but striveth to excel goldsmiths and silversmiths, and endeavoreth to do like the workers in brass, and counteth it his glory to make counterfeit things. Yeah, counterfeit meaning fake things. Like these idols that they make, they're fake. And this is going on today, you know? Same thing's going on all throughout the earth, man, right? But the focus is on Israelites doing this shit. And they're doing this shit, man, you know? For money, for gain, or, you know, deceiving the people. People put their trust in that. And the Most High gets angry. He's a jealous. The scriptures say that Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is a jealous power, man. In the commandments, it says the first commandment was, I am the Lord thy power, and thou shalt have no other God beside me. All right, that's how that begins. So how's that? How about that? Verse 10, his heart is ashes, his hope is more vile than earth, and his life of less value than clay. For as much as he knew not his maker, because his maker is the Most High, and him that inspired into him an active soul, that's Yahweh, right? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, and breathed in a living spirit. That's talking about mainly, though, Israelites, though, man. Okay? But they counted our life a pastime, and our time here a market for gain. For, say they, we must be getting every way, though it be by evil means. That's wicked ass niggas. They don't care how they make their money, right? For this man that of earthly matter maketh brittle vessels and graven images, knoweth himself to offend above all others, and all the enemies of thy people that hold them in subjection are most foolish, and are more miserable than very babes. For they counted all the idols of the heathen to be gods. This is how you know this is talking about Israelites. Which neither have the use of eyes to see, nor noses to draw breath, nor ears to hear, nor fingers of hands to handle, and as for their feet, they are slow to go. Less than slow to go, they don't go. So they don't have the five senses, right? Verse 16, for man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. But no man Yeah, he borrowed his own spirit, meaning we are on borrowed time, man. We're borrowing this time here on earth, man. Because the Most High, we are renting these bodies. How's that? And when that contract is up, we gotta go back up, man, where we came from. For man made them, and he that borrowed his own spirit fashioned them. But no man can make a God like unto himself. For being mortal, he worketh a dead thing with wicked hands. For he himself is better than the things which he worshipeth. Whereas he lived once, but they never. Yea, they worship those beasts also that are most hateful. For being compared together, some are worse than others. Neither are they beautiful so much as to be desired in respect of beasts, but they went without the praise of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and his blessing. And this is what it is today of people, especially these dumb assholes that you see carrying these idols, and the idols are falling, man. All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 1. Again, one preparing himself to sail, and about to pass through the raging waves, calleth upon a piece of wood more rotten than the vessel that carrieth him. For verily the desire of gain devised that, and the workman built it by his skill. But thy providence, O Father, governeth it. For thou hast made a way in the sea, and a safe path in the waves. Yeah, because in the oceans, there's something called currents, man. I believe they used to call them trade winds or trade currents. That's what brought the 10 tribes over here from the east to the west. All right. After the Assyrian captivity of 724, 725 BC, and when we went into the Assyrians' land, after a while, we left. We gathered all the tribes together, and we escaped and came over here to this side by way of ships. But it was the Spirit of the Lord and angels guiding us, and also it was the trade winds, man, and currents, main currents that brought us over here safely. Showing that thou canst save from all danger. Yeah, and like when we were coming over, we were delivered from danger, man, from wild, choppy waters, storms, winds, sharks, whatever, right? Becoming shipwrecked. It was the Spirit of the Lord, man, the Holy Spirit, right? They brought us over here, man, to fulfill prophecy. Okay. But thy providence, O Father Yahweh, governeth it. For thou hast made a way in the sea, and a safe path in the waves. Showing that thou canst save from all danger. Yea, though a man went to sea without ark. Nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle. And therefore do men commit their lives to a small piece of wood, and passing the rough sea in a weak vessel are saved. For in the old time also, when the proud giants perished, the hope of the world governed by thy hand escaped in a weak vessel. That's talking about Noah and his family in the ark, and left to all ages a seed of generation, right? And this is all these generations now, all these generations now go back to Noah and his family. All right, Noah, his 3 sons and their wives. Okay, Noah and his wife, his 3 sons and their wives. Right. For blessed is the wood whereby righteousness cometh, but that which is made with hands is cursed. As well it, as he that made it, he because he made it, and it because being corruptible, it was called God. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. Did you hear that? Let me read that again. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. So punishments are coming to these people that create these idols, to both those that create the idol and those who worship the idol, i.e. mainly America, especially in America. Therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation. That's talking about the real Gentiles, the natural Gentiles, okay? Shall be a visitation. So the Most High is coming to visit these idols, man. All right? And the people who created them and the people who worship them. Because in the creature of the Most High, they are become an abomination and stumbling blocks to the souls of men, especially Israelite men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, which is spiritual adultery, and the invention of them the corruption of life, and wherein came in death. That's how you know that the serpent in the garden was a man. All right, and he was a black man, but the spirit that was in him is the same spirit that's in the so-called white man today, or in the spirit of Esau. All right, the same spirit, and caused Adam and Eve and the Adamites to fall off, man, and to worship idols and false philosophies way back then. 13th verse. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end. So the image of what they call Jesus Christ today, so-called white image, is Serapis Christus. In the Israelite community, we've been calling him Caesar Borgia, and you know, it like the other Apostle Gabar says, it goes way before that. All right. Pope Calixtus VI putting up, which is his name was Rodrigo, putting up his son Caesar as the son of the Most High. That was just the bringing back of this Serapis Christus. All right, because there is nothing new under the sun. There is nothing new under the sun. All right, so so this is a little bit dealing with Serapis. Alright. Also known as Serapis Christus. And it reads, and this is from Wikipedia. It reads Serapis from the Koine Greek. And I guess it translates from Osiris and Apis, which is a Greco-Egyptian deity. The cult of Serapis was introduced during the 3rd century BC on the orders of Pharaoh Ptolemy the first Soter of the Ptolemaic kingdom, which he was one of the generals of Alexander the Great. That's what we like to call him. Secular scholars or whatever of that time they would, or of today, they would call him Alexander the Great, so-called, right? As a means to unify the Greeks and Egyptians in his realm. A serapeum was any temple or religious precinct devoted to Serapis. Damn, when I read that, that reminds me of the Roman Catholic churches. The cultus of Serapis was spread as a matter of deliberate policy by the Ptolemaic kings, who also built the immense Serapeum of Alexandria. Serapis continued to increase in popularity during the Roman Empire, often replacing Osiris as the consort of Isis in temples outside of Egypt. In America is Egypt all over again, right? Revelation 11, verse 8 and 9. And also, see, America is like a conglomeration. I like to say a conglomeration of all these empires and kingdoms that once ruled, you know? A culmination of all these. Because they still worship all the gods of these nations. Now you can look a little bit more into this on your own. Cross-reference it, whatever. I was just, making that point. But, pretty much that was just a lesson that I wanted to bring out real quick. Spirit got me to do it. So, y'all can build on that, add to it, learn from it. And, I hope that it was edifying. So with that, this has just been another lesson. Elder Soccer Run GMS New York camp. This has been another lesson from GMS Gals on the Streets. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the bell, the notification bell, so that you be notified of any videos that I put up. And with that, I say shalom till next time. Signing off. Shalom.